side table is done with the project The Wheel and from the Sustainable Merton that we had a lovely event at Cannon House, Mitcham Common, where we started showing and give a little demo how to do upcycling and answered your questions.
Welcome to Be Creative Art Hub, and today I'm here, Yavabe, continue upcycling this little side table. And the beginning of it was I was showing this brown table that I got it from the charity shop as a brown, dark brown wooden side table with the wheels. And I decided to make it uplifting, colorful, little side table that is very useful, and it could be really nice centerpiece for your home. And inspiration of this was my beautiful, well, not mine, I mean, like I got this like a wallpaper, which I really like the colors and the little birds, parrots here. So I decided to use that green, like deepest green chalk paint with white chalk paint to start as a base. I liked the design of this bird. So I have it over here. Like that, and I was thinking, you know, in between I might use maybe like a gold leaf, and we'll see. Basically I like to improvise when I'm working, but if you feel like, you know, you would like just what you could do just to have a wallpaper on the old side table. There is a bit like missing piece which you could try to match it on the side here, or what you could do, cut it and leave like a frame and then do the frame like in the darker color or something like that, to keep it less complicated, you know, like any levels, like how you feel it's good. So so I decided to have these two birds, and let's get started. I found some nice green color, and because the bird is kind of like looking like this green, I was thinking why not actually to put that color on the top just for the frame. So, and I felt like, you know, it's a little bit hard because I think the water is evaporating, so I'm just gonna spray the water and kind of paint on top of what I kind of like that it has these, you can see through when we painted with the chalk paint. So as I say, I kind of like a little bit like incorporate different colors on this, so I just painted like, you know, green, and then I'm just gonna add a little bit of some deep green and neon pink. It just gives a bit of like highlights of the piece, and So you can always have a masking tape put in over here to keep the edges straight. But for this project, because it's a little bit like, in a way, loose, and I'm gonna get a little bit more pink going in the actual background. So it's a little bit like different from very like trying to be straight lines and sleek. It's kind of like more mixed colors.
After I painted and waited for chalk paint to dry, I use a Mod Podge to put a thin layer of like a sealer for the chalk paint, because we're gonna put on top the wallpaper parrots and our decorations as a gold leaf, and it's always good to have a bit of sealer on top. So as you can see now, I'm gonna place the parrots on top of the table in the places where I want them, and gently just brush it out and trying to avoid all the bubbles, air bubbles in it. You can use the roller actually to help you out to smoothen in. When you're done with the wallpapers sticking, then you use again Mod Podge and paint over the wallpaper, a thin layer of it, to give the protection and sealing. And after that, I just gonna start adding, extending the dry brushing with the colors I use for the framing, which is like deep green and neon pink, to kind of represent the trees and flowering around. After the finishing touches of paint, I decided to put a bit of gold leaf around the table details and decorations. Also, between the parrots and painting, I use it also as the branches. That way it's kind of like connects together with the table frame and the actual top of the table. To apply a gold leaf, you need to use or varnish or the Mod Podge, as this time I'm using it. Just brushing very thin layer of the glue, and then putting the leaf on top. And you need to wait until it's a bit settled and goes like ready, and then brush it out with the brush. If you want a bit of like this rusty look and scratched out look, then you can use the a bit rougher brush than the soft brush, just to give that look. It depends just what you would like to achieve. If you want to have like very solid gold with no brush strokes, then you use very fine soft brush to take out all the rest of the gold that you don't want. But if you want to have that like painted look, then you can use like a bit harder brush for the final design. This is the last final look, and I hope you enjoyed all the tutorial, and please follow us on Be Creative Art Hub on Instagram and Facebook, where you will find out more the wheel projects about upcycling furniture and repair and reuse. See you